Hi, my name's Grant. Today I'm fishing on the Swan River in Perth. I'm just chasing some bream. Um, I thought I'd just go through some basic techniques with bait fishing, and I've just picked an area behind me. You can see some nice trees and stuff in the water. And that's the sort of area I'm looking for, and I'm just going to flick some prawn baits in there today and see what happens. So my basic gear today is just a light rod, 1 to 3 kilo, a small spinning reel. I've got 6-pound braid. I have a short leader of 12-pound fluorocarbon, and I've just got a size 1 hook and a little tiny sinker. So today I'm just going to use some river prawns, and basically I just hook them like so, sliding the hook up the tail. Then I put a half hitch around the tail and a little ball sinker just to get it down, and that's basically my bait. And I'm going to flick it straight into the snags behind me, only like a metre off the shore. I've just set up on that bank we were looking at, and I'm going to get it cast nice and close in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to watch that braid floating on the water. It's nice to have that braid just floating there. It means I can see anything that happens. I've got the bail arm open on my reel. That way a fish takes it, he can just freely take line, and there he goes now. There's a fish taking line, and I'm just going to wait till it tightens up. And if he goes, and there we go. Oh, and we got a, pretty sure we got a nice bream here. Do get other fish. And here we go, we got little baby bream. So he wasn't shy in taking that large prawn. The hook size didn't matter, it means it's not going to get in his guts. He's got a little wound here, and I'll let him go. So I'm still in that same area. I'm just going to keep fishing here because I don't have much time. We'll see if we can't pull some sort of nice bream out. But basically that's the technique I pretty much use all the time when I'm fishing with prawns. There's a nice little spot in front of me. I can see some bait skipping around, so you know I'm going to get that bait right in there. Again, leaving that bail arm open means the fish can take line without feeling anything. The wind's messing with me a bit here in the canoe. I'll try to keep still. I'm just watching that line. It might be a bit hard to see in this light today. It's very overcast. And there we go. There's a nice run. See that line just moved. I'm actually flicking my bail arm open now. Left a bit of slack on the water. And hopefully he picks it up again, and if that line goes tight, then I'm going to strike on that fish. And here he is twitching away again. He's pulling that line tight. He's not really having a good go. And there we go. And again, another small bream. So very, very small bream. But it goes to show you that the small bream will hit those large baits. That's tiny, and he's still hooked on that hook. One part of bream fishing is, sometimes you really need to get in close to these snags, and that's why I use a 12-pound fluorocarbon trace when I'm doing this. It's just that bit tougher. If I was using lures, I definitely wouldn't go that heavy. So I'm going to get right in front of me here, just into that little pocket. The wind's pushing me in, so I'm just going to back up a bit. I'm just going to watch that line. It's a very likely looking spot, and if I don't get anything there, my next cast is going to be right into that snag. However, doing that is very risky, and a chance getting popped off. people fish here on this bank, and they tend to cast out into the middle all the time, and it's funny, the people on the bank cast out as far as they can, and then the people in the canoes and kayaks tend to cast as close to the bank as they can. So the bream are all over the river. It's just certain times of the day, like it's nearly 7 p.m. It's you know, it's summer, so it'll be dark in half an hour, and it's quiet along here, so these bream will come right in up on that edge. You know, I haven't had a hit there, and I might just move it a bit to... Snag is very snaggy. I'm really risking getting busted off in here, but I'm going to put one in there and see what happens. Generally in these spots it's pretty quick if they're home. It's pretty quick, so it seems to be a bit hard going today. There we go. Oh, nice run, and he took the line, took the bait off. And we go right in. Now in here I'm not going to let this fish take a lot of line if he does take it. And there it is, he's picked it up already. So I've closed my bail arm already. He might already be in the snags actually, but I might not have much chance. There he goes, he's moving, and he's in there. I've hooked him, and he's fighting through all the snags. Here he goes. So this is a nice fish. And he's taking me out a bit. And there we go, there's a nice bream. He's about 28 centimetres, I'd say. I'm not going to... He swallowed that hook, so I'm just going to cut that line. I use very light gauge hooks, so that hook will come out. It's safer than trying to get that out of him. And yeah, he's about 25, so I'm just going to let him go. We had a little pick up then, took him a while. Sometimes when you cast in close, they're not going to move very far, so you won't necessarily take a lot of line. There he goes there, that's a nice run. And there we go. Oh! Okay. Getting a bit dark, you might not see this fish. But he's a good little fish. It's getting quite fat. Again, about a 28 centimetre fish sort of size. And I'm going to let him go. I think this will be my last cast. I'm not going to see anything. Just gone into there, and instantly I've got a run happening here, and okay, this fish is a bit heavier. He's just fighting a bit more. So I know it's getting a bit dark, but as you can see, right on dark, the bream weren't really coming on, but now they are, as it's getting right on dusk.